Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today, starting off the WWE WrestleMania 33 full show preview. This is going to be one of the first WrestleManias I have not been to since WrestleMania 29. This will definitely be a new experience, seeing how when I didn't go to WrestleMania 29, I still had a fun weekend where my good buddy Freaking Yaya 88, Miguel, came to my house. Zach came over. We watched the show together, as well as I had a few family members. It was a full house, packed ordeal. As of right now, I don't have any plans other than hoping nobody's home and I can watch WrestleMania by myself here in the living room. A lot like here I am watching the Yankees versus Rays preseason spring training baseball live on ESPN. Could not get any better, could not get any worse at the same time. But honestly, the way I feel about this preseason baseball game is probably about the same way I feel about WrestleMania this year. There's a few matches on the show that sort of grab me, but nothing that really shakes me. This doesn't even really feel like a WrestleMania. It honestly sort of feels like, I don't want to weaken it, but maybe like a SummerSlam event, and maybe it's not even there as well. There's 13 matches named. That sort of takes it back to like a WrestleMania 6 or a WrestleMania 7 feel, where they just pack it full of these short 2, 3, 4 minute matches. I know that those shows are most of the time 3 to 3.5 hours. This one's probably going to be closer to 8, with the 5-hour show as well as the 3-hour pre-show. But everybody's going to get their time. There's definitely matches on here that I have no interest in at all. Just to put somebody on blast, like Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin. But there's some matches on there like John and Nikki versus Miz and Maurice, where I want to see how much realism they're really going to put on it. There's matches like Shane versus AJ that sort of, to me, feel like they could go either way, where these guys can go out there and have a full-on spot fest that just doesn't really put together any kind of a story. But if they're actually able to put a story to the match that lead up to the big spots, really could be a big match. That something can happen to. There's matches that right now, Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, I have no feel to whatsoever, but I know that I'll be gravitating towards the end of this chair and sitting on the end of it, just glaring into the TV come WrestleMania about what is going to happen next. I don't think that anything on this show I'm going to remember when I'm getting ready to go to WrestleMania 34 or when I'm getting ready to see WrestleMania 35. Nothing on this show is really going to grab me like the way I think about WrestleMania 30. When Undertaker lost, I've told that story 1,000 times. Where basically I felt like the ring keeper had made a mistake, and then Justin Roberts reads the name. We see the graphic on the screen. Once we see the graphic, we sort of realize that maybe this was the plan all along, and then just the grief that fell over us. Like, what the fuck are they doing? You gotta be kidding me. That Undertaker lost, wondering if this is, the retirement of Taker and we're never going to see him again. Are they going to be doing some sort of a ceremony on Monday Night Raw tomorrow? And next thing you know, they ring the bell, and I think it's the start of the Divas match, and the Divas match is over. I missed the whole thing because I was thinking about the Undertaker and Brock and just wondering, what they were going to do, and then having to gear myself up to get ready for the Daniel Bryan 3-way where he would win the championship in the end. Moments like that I can remember for all of my life. But, this year's WrestleMania, I don't know. I mean, Goldberg beating Brock, Rollins and Triple H having a huge classic, I hope. And then just a lot of matches that I sort of, let's be honest, if, Jericho versus Owens was the main event of Monday Night Raw, I might go out and do something else. I mean that's just the way to put it. I don't know if it's that I'm losing the amount of a wrestling fan I am. Maybe I just don't care as much as I did, but I need something to grab me, and I need something to shake me, a lot like the Nexus did back in 2010, to get me more into wrestling. But, I don't know what that is going to be, but I'm sitting here waiting, watching every Monday, watching most Tuesdays, not watching Wednesdays as much as I once did with NXT. But we've been complaining about too much wrestling for 6 to 8 months now. It ain't going away. WWE's making money. The networks need them, and it is what it is. So I got to keep going on. I don't really know what to expect from this WrestleMania. I know that honestly, to me, there's going to be a lot of things on this card that don't really grab me, but you never know. I mean, when I went to WrestleMania 28 and 27, both of those Randy Orton matches didn't really have me crazy. Punk versus Orton was kind of a weird feeling. I don't know if at that time we'd seen that match before, but it really wasn't circled as this is going to be the match of the night. But definitely with WrestleMania 28, with the Kane match, that was a lot better match than I thought it was going to be. Plus, Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio was a match that I honestly had no feeling about whatsoever, that it was just going to be a match in the middle of the card. I honestly, when I was thinking about, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan getting bumped, wondering why they didn't bump that match out of there instead. And then Cody and Mysterio go out there and have a fucking awesome match that lives on in WrestleMania history. So anything can happen. It's going to be a fun night of wrestling. Hopefully, if you're staying home, you're going to be like me. You're going to go out, you're going to grab some pizzas, and just sit here and just tweet away your feelings and live it up like I'm there in Orlando. So we'll see. We'll talk about all these matches. I'll warn you now that with 13 videos to make from here on out about the 13 different matches at WrestleMania, they're probably not going to be all filmed at the same time. If you're going to be watching the full show preview, waiting, if wondering why they're not shot in sequence or why I changed my clothes or I'm in different places at the time. So I don't really know if I could sit down and talk about every single match back to back. Some of them will be shorter, some will be longer, but hopefully we'll sit back and we'll have some fun.